Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of London's Original, the channel where I don't know what's going on anymore. If you are enjoying this series somehow, then do drop a like on the video just to help with the channel and whatnot. Anyway, getting into things, we lost 4-0 to Newcastle in the last episode. That actually happened. Some of the goals we conceded, that actually happened. I have made some changes to the tactics in that I've created a second version of the tactics with those changes so that we push Seri up and have a defensive midfielder in front of the back four. I'm hoping to try that against Man City along with the defensive training. Hopefully City will put one past Cardiff here and we can at least get ourselves going there. Oh my god, really? So Cardiff get a 0-0 draw with Manchester City and now it is all on the line. That being said, we're only 1 point away from 14th at the moment, but I think we're going to be finding ourselves, by the end of this episode, safely back in the relegation zone because we've got some really tough games coming up, and the other teams around us are bound to have some slightly more winnable ones. But the point is, we're right in the conversation still. We're not out of it at all. We're still out of the relegation zone. We could have done a lot better in the last episode. We just didn't. Hopefully, we can maybe snatch something like that point against Liverpool. I'm just not that hopeful, to be honest. I'm just basically scouting players so we can actually have a proper look in the summer when hopefully we'll get some transfer budget. Hopefully we'll still be in the Premier League. Just adding in some extra corner defences here for the Bournemouth game along with the attacking movement at Warner and for the potential cup tie in there too. It has to be said that some of those conceded deflected goals are a little bit evil though. Yeah, kind of feels like it, doesn't it? I don't really know what that is responsible for. Like, I'm trying to figure out how tactically we can make any difference with that. But when the ball's just ricocheting around, I'm not sure what you can do. But it does seem that we've conceded so many of those deflected weird goals and not scored any of them. Now, maybe it's because we're not creating as many chances, but it does seem very odd. So we do have Tottenham in the FA Cup. So Tottenham 2 games in a row. Always fun, isn't it? Steph has now gone to the media about a new contract. And I'm kind of in a position where I have no choice but to offer him one because I don't want to upset the entire team. Hopefully we can get some of this money back in the summer. Okay, he's accepted 25k. It's still a lot of money for Steph Johansson, but Newcastle have bid 10 million for Tom Kearney. Yeah, it's going to be a no from me. He's worth more than that. His value is worth more than that. And Torino want Fabrizio. Actually, we've already got Bettinelli, but it's non-negotiable. We'll stall, see if anyone else comes in. Honestly, I think we've got much further into this season than some of you might have thought. A lot of you reckon I was going to get the sack much, much earlier. So just to turn it around a little bit and keep us in contention certainly has been helpful. But Bournemouth are bloody good, and I think we're going to struggle to get anything here. This is going to be damn difficult. But hopefully the changing tactics that we're going to try out in this game might make us a bit more solid. We'll see. Oh, because it was late in the Italian window. That's very irritating. I wish that there was some way of it actually saying that, like that they want to get the deal done quickly because, and maybe it does say that, but it tells you that it's the last day of the window. I don't know when every single league transfer window finishes, particularly as they're all kind of different these days. That's would be a nice feature. Sheffield United are after Dennis Adoy, but we can't have that right now. They're obviously massive favourites for this game, but at least we're slightly fresher than we were. So, changes. This is the tactic. This is what it switches over to when we change, basically. So the only differences are the deep line playmaker becomes a DM, and then the Metzala becomes the deep line playmaker role. We can't put that one on attacking, obviously, because it's deep lying. So hopefully, Seri will be able to go back into the team now, into this role here, and maybe do a bit more of a job up the pitch. It does mean Tom Kearney dropping out, which is a bit of a shame, and that's one of the reasons I'm not overly keen on this setup. I don't know if Kearney could play as a box-to-box midfielder. Not to the same level that Johansson is. And Johansson's been phenomenal for us this year. He's probably been one of our best players for me. His assists alone. One of the changes I made late on against Newcastle was to move Mitrovic to a supporting role, wasn't it? And we did have a lot of shots after that. So I do wonder if trying that out today isn't such a bad idea. On the bench, Bettinelli, Sessegnon, Kearney, Kamara, Adoy, Anguissa, and Santos. Oh, wait, hang on. We want to be starting Zambo in here, don't we? Because he's a better player for that role. Getting him into that position, hopefully get him trained up there nicely. Now, I think the bonus about this is that I guess what we could do is rotate around between Kearney and Seri in that role. That way we'd always have a fresh, good playmaker in the team with fresh legs. So that might be something to look at, perhaps. But again, we're just trying this system out. Right, let's see if these new little changes make any difference. I want to see if it makes us more defensively stable with Frank in there being a bit more defensive and Seri being able to operate higher up the pitch, perhaps, with defensive stability behind him, perhaps. We'll see. Vieto, go on, ball in. Ball in. Mitrovic! It's in the back of the net. We have the lead at Bournemouth, and that is a deserved lead. My God, we've started this game strongly. Bournemouth 0, Fulham 1, Alexander Mitrovic with the goal. This is surely a much more difficult game than it was away at Leicester or Southampton or at home to Newcastle. And yet here we are playing fantastically. Great ball in. Mitrovic's goal, 8th goal of the season for him. And we've got the lead here and we're playing brilliantly. How is that not a half chance at least? The game's kind of stagnated after that early period, but we do have the lead so far. But Steph Joe is looking a little bit worse for wear at the moment. And I do wonder if perhaps Tom Kearney in there, or would Seri be better? Tell you what, Seri would probably be better, actually. Move Kearney into the deep line playmaker role, and let Seri slip in Johansson's role for the second half. Let's go. 1-0 up at half-time, away at Bournemouth. We're looking better defensively. We've not created much, but we've not let them have much either. Cutting it fine, look, with some of these passes. I have a horrible feeling we're going to lose it and concede a goal. Vietto, Kearney, Schürrle, Vietto! It's 2-0 to Fulham. Oh my goodness, Luciano Vietto, we're 2-0 up now at Bournemouth. This would be a massive win, but bloody Cardiff going and winning at Everton is the last thing we need right about now. Don't know what the other results are like here. Oh, now Tim Ream's injured. 2 more injuries in this game. Not great, not going to lie. Okay, so it's going to be Dennis Adoy, although he is right-footed, so we'll probably... I'd rather have the weaker player playing on his correct foot, because at least that way we're going to give a boost there. And Chambers is all right. Going to get Sess on for Schürrle, just to make sure we don't get any red cards. Seri's ball. Go on. Go on, Frank! Oh, over the bar. Honestly, for me, this would be our best win of the season. Because, there we go, 2-0. Away at 8th place Bournemouth, though. Really, really solid at the back. Didn't give them anything, barely. And scored a couple of goals with Mitro and Luciano Vietto. We looked much better. We created a lot of chances through very few shots. And that's what I like to see, because it means when we do get more shots, hopefully we'll get more chances. Huge win for us. Massive. Oh, maybe the pendulum's swinging back again. Ream's out for 6 weeks, potentially. 3 to 4 weeks, mainly. Mawson is back soon, but not soon enough. Like, that really was a massive victory. Still only moves us 2 points clear of the relegation zone. But, and some of those teams below us also have a game in hand. Oh, God, here we go. And our goal difference is better than almost all the other sides around us. Just, it would have been so much better if it wasn't for the Newcastle game. And now Kevin McDonald has fractured his toe. The injuries are back, boys. Watford beat Leicester as well, which is A-OK by me. So somewhere in here, I don't know where exactly, the board gave me £42 million of transfer funds to work with. But I never got a news article about it. I don't know what's going on. Vietto was in Team of the Week too. Nice. And it's the same kind of situation, unfortunately, with Marcus Bettinelli. He told me he wanted to leave. I'm going to ask them for $3 million, see if they'll actually... Damn it. Now he's happy for me to accept a bid of 5.5 million from Middlesbrough. And now he won't mind not leaving if they don't. That's fine. Go ahead. They're not going to bid 5.5 mil. The other annoying thing about having all this transfer money, which I'm just going to put some of it onto wages so we're not overspending there, is the fact that I've got no time with which to actually go and spend any of this money now. We might have to wait till the summer. I love that you can adjust this stuff from inside this menu. It's brilliant. Okay, so I've gone after this guy, Joshua Vanyaman, on the right-hand side because he's a very, very good wing-back and he's versatile enough to play on both sides and he's young as well. So hopefully he could be decent. Also looking at this guy, Thomas Souček, as a potential defensive midfield option. Where does he compare? Yeah, he'd be decent too. We might as well. They want 17 million. They want 10 million now. He's bloody good. Also going to get Stevie Sess on a new contract. He's got some release clauses, but they are enormous and way more than we've paid. So I'm actually tempted to go through with this one. Oh, he wants 40 grand a week. Yeah, how about no? How about that? How about a large agent fee? Oh, okay. The agent fee certainly helped the deal. Also, I fully appreciate that these transfers are either, firstly, A, ones you might not have made, and B, ones I might probably have not have made. But I've not got the time to go over it as much as I would like right now. We just kind of need some bodies. As for the way I want to go in this game, I obviously want to go with this system still. But I am going to massively rotate the team for this one because we want to make sure we concentrate on the game against them in the league because that's where the real issues are. We're already through to where we need to be in the cup, so I don't mind if we get knocked out here. So, the lineup for today. Kamara, Ayite, Cabano, O'Reilly, Kearney, Cisse, Sessegnon, Lamarchand, Chambers, Sessegnon, and Rico. Chambers will stay in because he's actually looking pretty fresh. Kearney can play because obviously we've got that rotation option now available. Hopefully we'll have a couple more reinforcements as well very soon, which will be very nice with Souček and Vanyaman coming in too. I forgot to actually pick a bench. Bettinelli, Bryan, Seri, Vietto, Adoy, Schürrle, and Mitrovic. Strong bench, but I hope we won't really need them. I think it's going to be a comfortable defeat, but as long as it's not too bad. Right, let's see how we do with a massively rotated side against a very strong Spurs team, but we needed our first string fit for the Spurs game during the midweek, basically. Edge of the box for Matt O'Reilly. Oh, he's at the bar. Matt O'Reilly, the youngster with a chance to give Fulham the lead in the FA Cup, and he's hit the crossbar with his strike. They've got a lot of men over at the back post now. Watch out. Oh, good clearance from Cisse. Well, half-time and it's 0-0. That was our only real chance of the game, but there was very little coming from Spurs either. They've had shots, but nothing that's come up in highlights. Let me guess. Oh, I thought it was going to deflect in. Penalty. What? Oh, my God. It just seems to give them at random at the moment. You can't even... I mean, obviously, that's probably what's happened. Lamela steps up, and Sergio Rico saves it. I don't believe it. We're actually going to end up getting a bloody... Oh, wait, hang on. No, Dele Alli. Saved by Rico. We're actually going to get a draw against Spurs in the FA Cup with a massively rotated side. The last thing I wanted, go through or go out. Don't take a replay against them. My God. More Spurs matches incoming. It does, however, bode well for the midweek game. Okay, Vanuman is going to be joining us. And Souček will also join us. Monaco have put in a bid for Seri. No way. Seri is frustrated. You've been here 6 months, Jean. Like, come on, man. Seri is now pissed at me, by the way, because I wouldn't let him leave to go to Monaco. But I'm not losing him after 6 months for, like, basically the same price we paid for him. Oh, now bloody Vietto's out. Oh, and Dennis Adoy's out as well. He's going home. 5th round. Oh, we'll be playing Man United. Good God. Apparently that's our record transfer. The game obviously doesn't know how much we paid for Anguissa, Seri, any of the players we brought in this summer, apparently. So Cardiff lose, which is great. Leicester beat Southampton, not a huge surprise there. Palace lose, Bournemouth lose, West Ham lose, Wolves do win, but that's fine by me. It keeps them down there, and now we have a game in hand. If we were to somehow come up with a miracle and beat Spurs, we would then move 5 points clear of the relegation zone. It ain't going to happen, but at least even though we're going to enter a tough spell now, we're actually out of the relegation zone. The teams around us are performing really, really poorly. Palace have really dropped off. West Ham as well. Cardiff are doing all right. Right, so it's Spurs. Just going to quickly bring in my new saved team selection, which we will still want to change anyway. But he will play tonight. I'm going to start him immediately in at right back. Ream, unfortunately, still injured. But that means Mawson will finally make his return to the team. And I'm going to give Thomas Souček his first start for the club today anyway to give Frank a rest. It's nice having fewer options in there. So, on the bench, Bettinelli, Fosu-Mensah, Sessegnon, Kamara, Lamarchon, Kearney and Santos. Team looks strong. I don't think we're going to get anything from the game, but you never know. Our B team did a bloody good job against them in the Cup. All right, then. If we can put a performance in anywhere near as good as we did in the Cup, and we could have won that. We hit the bar twice in that game. Then we'll be in for something tonight. But I think with Spurs putting out better quality players as well, it's unlikely we're going to get anything from the game. But as long as we don't get hit for 5. For us, potentially, Brian's ball in. Cabano's header. Chambers! Mitrovic puts it in. Fulham 1, Spurs 0. I don't know what Chambers was playing at there. He just has to score that. I think it was Chambers. Fulham 1, Spurs 0. And the bloody league tables disappeared again. Brian with a wonderful ball in. Chambers is all alone here. But what is he doing? He just has to take that first time. It doesn't matter as Mitrovic puts Fulham in front in this game. Bloody hell. First 25 minutes of this game has been all Fulham. And that's a very nice sight. And let me guess, Bendis in the top corner. Yep. When they need a goal, they'll get a goal. It's 1-1 at Craven Cottage. Lucas Moura, again, he did this to us in the first game as well. He's got space. Seri's one of the men in space. Johansson. Cabano. Johansson makes it 2-1. Steph Johansson's first goal of the season, and I think we bloody deserve to be in front in this game. We are playing phenomenally well against a very, very good Spurs team up in 5th place. Maybe we seem to have finally found our tactic, and maybe these new players, they've certainly helped. Lovely work here from Cabano. The space just opens up, and Johansson just drives it in, and he couldn't get to it. 2-1 at the Cottage. Fulham are back in front. Let's just go and crack this in the second half. I'm content with the way that we're playing. We're playing well. Spurs have created literally nothing in this game, except for their goal, and that wasn't even much creation. It was just a great goal. Shannon's having a bit of a poor day, so we might get Sess in. Seri's not having the best day either. Luckily, we've got Tom Kearney. The Sessegnon's just going to have to lump that, unfortunately. Tierney. Oh, Tierney's made a mistake here. Mitrovic is through. Can he make it 3-1 to Fulham? Oh, no, he can't. Oh, no, he's lost out. The new boy's made a horrible mistake here. Spurs are coming through. Lucas Moura, what a tackle from... Oh my God, the new boys nearly combined for 2 different separate goal-scoring opportunities for Spurs there. 1 minute left. Yes! We're going to do it. Cabano. Into the middle for Johansson. We got loads of... Yes! Fulham 2, Spurs 1 in the Premier League. Mitrovic and Johansson... frankly, you can't say we didn't deserve it. We were vastly the better side on the night and thoroughly deserved the win. What a massive result that is. Stevie Sess signs a new deal. Cisse is going to sign for Metz. You can kind of go out there and relax a little bit against Man City. We're not expecting to win anything from this game. Palace have got Chelsea. Southampton have got Burnley, which is kind of interesting. And Leicester are away at Newcastle. West Ham away as well. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. I know there's a lot of players that need a rest, but I kind of want to go with this team today to give us the best chance because I'm going to rest a lot of players against Spurs in the midweek game anyway. Though I might drop Souček out for Zambo. On the bench, Fabrizio, Fosu-Mensah, Ryan Sessegnon, Kamara, Lamarchon, Kearney, and Timmy Abraham. Where did he come from? Right then, we're away at Manchester City. If we don't lose this 7-0, I'll probably be alright with that, frankly. De Bruyne's ball. Please don't foul it. Oh my God, stop giving away penalties, Fulham. I genuinely do wonder how many penalties we've given away this season compared to how many we've had, because I'm pretty certain we haven't had any. Jesus steps up and it is 1-0 to City in the league. No surprises there, really, though, is it? De Bruyne. I know Otamendi scores from a corner. You're going to concede goals from corners sometimes, no matter how much you train set pieces. It was just that weird spell in the last episode where we conceded like 6 goals from set pieces. Ball in, Jesus, and it's 3-0 Man City. Their first proper sort of open play kind of goal today. They've deserved the win. We've been dreadful, but it's so hard in these games. What a ball. No, keeper's come out. Oh, no! Mitrovic! It's 3-1. Alexander Mitrovic, horrible mistake there from the goalkeeper. And we've got a goal back here at the Etihad. I guess it will at least help the goal difference slightly. Mawson just lumps this down the channel. Mitrovic is chasing. He's never going to get there. Goalkeeper, I don't know what is that. What is that? If that had happened to me, I would be furious. That should never happen. Mitrovic gets a goal back for us, though, at least. Well, 3-1 Manchester City. A pretty respectable scoreline from us, really. Oh, thank God the camera's back. The late goal, I mean, I don't know what that was, but Mitrovic just scored another one for us, which is nice. He's now really starting to hit the ground running. 3-1 defeat, that's fine. More importantly, Southampton drew and Leicester City drew as well. Palace should hopefully lose to Chelsea, and then we'll finish off this episode there. Come on, Palace, don't pull off a shock right now. We need you to stay down there, stay where... And it's a 3-1 win for Crystal Palace. Of course they've bloody beaten Chelsea. Bringing them back up. It doesn't actually matter that much, really, because we are still 5 points ahead of all the teams below us. And there's a lot of teams down there as well now, which is really, really nice to see. Anyway, next episode, we've obviously got the Spurs game in the Cup. And then it's actually not too bad from there. Everton is a home game. Huddersfield is at home. And then we've got Crystal Palace away. Suddenly a few more winnable games in there. And actually the rest of the season is looking quite good. If we just maintain a solid point per game, I think we'll be totally fine this year now. It's looking very, very good for us. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you have, we beat Spurs. That's fantastic. Then drop a like on it. That would be awesome. And I will see you guys in the next episode for some more goodies. Hopefully the new guys will be settling in a bit better by then. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.